Hello everyone and welcome to Smart Woman Webinars with me, Karen Edgar, brought to you by Smart Woman Academy. Today's webinar is called Unlock the Coaching Entrepreneur in You. So welcome. And I guess you're joining this webinar because you long to live a life of purpose as a coach. You feel a pull from within, a persistent inner voice that won't go away. You yearn for meaningful work, deeper relationships with others, and to make more of a difference in the world. You also might feel a sense of urgency to release your full potential and live your true purpose as a coach, as a trainer, or as a mentor. And you sense that the world needs your contribution, but the challenge of changing course, for example, leaving the world of work, sometimes feels like it's just too much. Like you may never truly live a life of purpose. You know you feel ready to serve the world with your talents right now, and you could be a coach who's already started that process, or you're in training, but you just don't know how to take the next step. Well, this webinar is for you if you've decided that 2016 is the year that you answer that calling. If you want to make a meaningful difference to yours and others' lives. If you're ready to become super successful in your life and business. If you're ready to learn some cutting-edge strategies and new ways of thinking to achieve your intentions and goals. And if you're ready to receive money into your life on your terms. I'd just like to say a little bit about me. I'm Karen Edgar, and for 23 years I was an HR manager working in a variety of different industries. And what I liked about being in HR and human resources is the positivity aspects of the role, the recruitment, the bringing people in, the growth, the learning and development that that people gained. What I didn't like was the sort of more negative aspects, the grievances and disciplinaries and making people redundant. But whilst I was there, I also got to know quite early on what coaching was. My first introduction to coaching was actually with David Hemery, and some of you may know he's a well-known Olympic runner. And I'd never heard of coaching before. I kind of heard of it in the sports world, and obviously he was there to talk to us about coaching in the sports world. But I remember at the time he was saying that coaching is going to become very big. It's going to become very big in industry, in business, and in our lives, because the same principles that you have in the sports world can also be adopted in business and in individually. And look how that has come about. So after I left the corporate world, or whilst I was still there, actually, to be fair, I was still there when I decided to become a coach, and I trained to become a coach, and took the leap out of the HR business world to start my own business. Before that, I ran, sort of in between leaving the corporate world and before starting Smart Woman Academy, I was a director with a self-development group called Damsels in Success. And so I was working with lots of entrepreneurs at that stage. Some were coaches, some of them in all sorts of different businesses, catering businesses, time management businesses, you name it. A woman who had started her own business, she would need the kind of skills, etc., that I was learning, and you know, I started coaching people that way. But I'm also very passionate about helping a woman find her purpose, and so I'm also a leading life purpose consultant, having done lots of training, and I'm very interested in the topic of you know, why we're here. Always wonder why we're here, and I'll never stop wondering why we're here. Even though I believe I've found my purpose now, it's still something that when you think of it bigger picture as to why we're on this planet, that that topic absorbs me for lots of, I mean, I can read books about it and never get bored with that topic. And I love it when a woman talks to me on the phone and says that she knows that she's not meant to be in this corporate job anymore. She has this yearning to do something else, and she is going to do it. That's what I love. That's why I called the business Smart Woman Academy, because it's a smart woman who, recognizing that her life is not working in the way that she would like, takes steps to do something about it. And for me, you can't get any better than that, than a woman who decides to be a coach, a trainer, or a mentor, who then goes out and helps other women do the same, or become, you know, become true to themselves and have their own business, or there could be something going on in their relationship, or a woman's relationship, and the coach helps deepen that relationship and make that relationship better. So it's not just, I mean, I work with coaches, but I know a lot of coaches work with all sorts of different areas, including health. And it's just very, very rewarding. I'm all about transformation. And so I won an award for transformation, not just transforming myself, but helping transform others. And for a short time, I was also a self-empowerment champion with Psychologies magazine as well. Again, helping women be true to themselves. And I'm a very happy mother to my daughter, Catherine, who's a young teenager. So what about making the leap from your current career? Have you already done it, or is it something that you're yearning to do? Do you feel alone and lack appropriate support to take your new life in a new positive direction, despite having close friends? They don't really get you. And I found that can be quite a challenge for women. They've got friends, but they just don't feel in sync with those friends anymore, or maybe they never did. And so I'm just checking my slides for a minute. I hope they're not blurry to you. They're very clear to me, but when I'm checking it on another device, they look quite blurry. But I hope they're not. There will be a replay of this anyway. So making the leap from your current career. Do you want more meaning, more passion, more purpose, more impact in the world? And there are so many of you who are struggling to find what it is that you're meant to be doing with your life. Wandering from job to job, or starting up business after business, but not necessarily it being what's right for you. Some people will continue to struggle to keep a business or career going long after they've been shown it's no longer working. And even though it may be a great career, if you're just not feeling it, then this means that the universe is trying to show you that you're not in alignment with who you are and what you're truly meant to be doing here. Women all over the world are unfulfilled in their current employment and feel that there is something greater that they're meant for. And they're usually right. This yearning doesn't go away, and if we allow ourselves to trust it, our intuition leads us to finding the answers to the questions we seek about the truth path we're meant to be on. In the pages that follow, I'll be sharing 5 steps to help you unlock your potential as a coach, or a trainer, or a mentor. So remember when you first started working in your current role, or even when you first started your business, if you're a new coach, were you full of passion and excitement each morning? Even if that wasn't so, taking that particular job may have seemed like a good decision once because of the pay, the location, the opportunity for advancement. But now you're showing up every morning, maybe feeling bored, uninspired, defeated and hopeless. I know that feeling well, and I've watched several people go through this, and there's nothing more life-destroying. I mean, some of the marketing terms that I use are things like, are you dying at your desk? And I don't really make any apology for that. The simple reason being is that if you're at your desk and you yearn to be somewhere else, then we're all dying every day. But you're actually making a conscious decision to sit there whilst your life is ebbing away. And you could be doing something far more rewarding and fulfilling, and which maybe even extend your life. because, as we know, you can extend your life through happiness and positivity. Consider if you really want to continue putting up with that 8 hours or more every Monday to Friday. And one of the steps that I think is, discovering your life purpose is essential to your well-being, as I've said. So delve within your true desires, your dreams, your aspirations, and your longings that you carry in your heart. You know what your dreams are. And to get to your true self, you may have to examine passions you have long forgotten, fears that are holding you back, or beliefs that you know are not your own. And it's easy to get swept along with the current of what's considered normal. So another step is to get clear on your desires, to connect with your desires. So you can ask yourself these questions, or 3 questions, 4 questions, whatever is right for you, depending on your current situation. For example, why do you want to be a coach? Why do you want to be a coach and have a coaching business? Why do you want to make money? How much money do you want to make? These are all part of your desires, and being a coach is not first and foremost about making money. That's a kind of like an offshoot. Being a coach is being true to yourself and taking that step further. Most people tell me they want to help people. Well, I can't think of a better way to help people than be a coach. So if you're seeking freedom from the 9 to 5, what will it feel like when you're free? And it's about putting yourself in that feeling now. Really think about when you were last free from something. What does that feeling feel like? It's about feel it real. And you can go into your imagination and really examine or explore what you're actually going to feel like when you leave, and then start living your life from that feeling. Don't defer it. Start feeling it now. What would it be like to be free to be your own boss, to set your own schedule and plan your own destiny? And from someone who's doing that, it's absolutely fabulous. This morning I was in the steam room. I was lounging on a I can't say it's a sunbed because it was inside, but like a sunbed inside my gym, reading or listening to some fabulous audiobook. Still working in my business or on my business because they were business books, but in a completely different setting, a setting that I chose. So get clear, dig deep. What are some of your secret desires? Free yourself from the shoulds of life and brush them aside. Clarity is magnified when you change the word should to want. Your whole physiology changes. Try it. Think of something and tell yourself what you should do about it, and then what you want to do about it. Chucking out the should will completely reorient you, as it sort of recasts how you see the world around you and puts you in a clearer place for taking your desired path. So what are your desires? Allow this webinar to awaken you, deepen you, and expand you into your unique truth. This is your time to connect with what you yearn for and to get clear on your exact desires, which will help you manifest them. You'll discover even more of what they are, and you'll learn to trust them as guiding forces in your life as an empowered feminine woman. Statistically, only 1 in 100 people know what they desire, because we've been told to squash our desires, to be practical, to be realistic, and to play it safe. So you're about to unlearn and reprogram any conditioning that has kept you from completely going for and allowing all your desires to be manifested in your life. Preparing for success is exciting. Coming to know and accept your gifts and talents and the very things that light you up will help you discover what kind of coaching business you desire to have, the level of income you choose to create and why, as well as what unique offer you'll love bringing forth into the world. You'll need to define your purpose so that you can clarify the goals that will carry your life purpose out into the world. The number one key to being a successful woman business owner and a great coach is to know yourself inside and out. So write about, who you are, discover yourself more, have a more unique business in the world, work with clients you love and bring in more money consistently. And you may not realize this, but what you admire in other people, like certain qualities, results they've achieved and characteristics, are really the qualities that lie within you. What I've discovered is there's not a lot of jealousy and competition in the coaching world, because coaches are better than that, and they've realized that actually to get ahead and to get on is to model what somebody else has done, not through jealousy or they've done it, that they must have a silver spoon in their mouth, because believe you me, there is no overnight success. Everyone starts at the beginning. Everyone starts with a thought, but they do use they do look at what other people have done before them, and why not? You'll become a mentor and a model for somebody else one day. And it's important for you to know that these qualities reside in you in order for you to recognize them in someone else as well. So I'll bring them to your attention so you can accept them as your own and practice owning them in your life. Even if you currently don't experience yourself being some of these things, you will. And once you really understand that the qualities you see in someone else are also yours, whether it's the amount of money that they're making, or how clear and powerful and confident they are as a coach, or how unique they are in the world, you'll be able to fully accept and own those too. The second step is to understand and transform your money story. But before that, I'd just like to say and reiterate that the number one key to a successful woman business owner and a masterful coach is to know yourself inside and out. And one of those is to understand and then transform your money story. Because your money story is not necessarily, you didn't come into a life with a money story. You gained your money story by listening to somebody else, by listening to those that you looked up to, like your family. I grew up as an army fireman's daughter. I was taught that money and fair words were, every time I asked my dad about money, etc., he would say money and fair words. I never knew what that meant. I still don't know what that means, really. One of these days I'm going to ask my dad what that means, what he meant. And I also learned that other people had money, but not us. And we were okay. We weren't poor, but we were, there were certain things that we couldn't do when I was a child. We couldn't go abroad, and a lot of people couldn't. But there were people in my school that were going abroad, and I can never understand why we couldn't. I learned that we work hard for money. My dad had 3 jobs. He was a fireman, a part-time fireman, a full-time fireman, and also a window cleaner. So how were you brought up to think about money? And what did you view your family's beliefs about money? Because when you can give consideration to how you were brought up, you can start to see how money is playing out in your life now until you transform it. Are you always saying, I can't afford that, or buying the cheapest of something, or are you quite comfortable with the subject? You will surprise yourself if you don't stop pursuing your goals. And the best piece of advice is not to stop. The difference between someone who's just started in their coaching business and someone who's earning 6 figures, maybe 7 figures, is that they didn't stop. Persistence became their middle name. The word no wasn't in their vocabulary. They knew there would be another way. Undoing the web of beliefs that surround us around money is no mean feat, but once you begin to change the way you view money, then things begin to change for you. Take debt, for example. Once you realize that you only have this debt because you've invested massively in yourself, or that it's okay to earn more than your partner and it's okay to desire money, then just think of the amazing things you can do for other people. Having money means you can become the ultimate expression of you, and you can live your life the way you were meant to. It's so important to keep yourself in high vibration as much as possible if you want to do something big with your life. Those are the times to surround yourself with people who can lift you up and support you. So how about capturing your own money story? What did you learn about money by watching your mother? What experiences, activities, perspectives, rules, attitudes did she have? And what about your father? And then what did your mother actually tell you about money? What did your father actually tell you about money? And what are you telling yourself now? First of all, let's dispel some myths, shall we? Money's available to all of us. The abundance that we create and seek is available to each of us in practical and miraculous ways. So much of what we've all been taught about money is actually untrue. I think we're part of a really privileged generation of women on the planet who get to experience and to know the truth about money. What we do with the money we manifest can be a major contribution to the way we desire to see the world. Because we've been so disempowered personally and collectively as women throughout time that we've not been able to develop the magnitude of the woman who has a high level of wealth, and have not yet collectively put ourselves in the position to write the checks. But we are among the few changing this for all women. And there are things that money can buy, and I believe that a certain amount of happiness is one of them. I'm very excited for you, wherever you are in terms of your own relationship with money and where you are on your journey and path, because it can only grow, it can only transform. And one of the things I've noticed amongst all types of people is that most of them have money fears, despite how much money they actually have or are earning. And that, I think, that took me a little while to get my head around that. Someone who is on 7 figures is frightened of losing their money. So they have money worries. Their money story is different. So although they actually may feel that they're surrounded by money, they don't sleep at night because they haven't transformed their money story about losing money. And there's a lot of confusion around money as well. And I think it's the number one thing that limits us from being who we really are and expressing that out in the world. And did you know that our money story is set by the time we're 7 years old? Another way to unlock the coaching entrepreneur inside you is to invest in yourself. I was £20,000 in debt, but I knew that nothing was going to stop me investing in myself. I joined high-end coaching programs and invested in high-end mentors and got myself a private business coach. And that was a big step. That was scary. And I know what that feels like. But I also knew that I didn't know everything, and there are people out there more successful and wealthier than me. Money is energy, and by investing in yourself, you are demonstrating to the universe that you're serious about yourself and your business, and that you will make it successful, no matter what. That could be a good mantra, couldn't it? No matter what. When you do this, you grow in confidence because you have someone helping you with that. So you're not trying to do it all alone. My coach encouraged me to claim that I was a leading life purpose consultant because I was playing small. I'd studied life purpose consulting for years. I'd done so many consultations with entrepreneurs around the world, and yet I still wasn't claiming that title. So I've had clients who want to discover and live their purpose, and so I consider myself an expert now. And your own clients are going to want to know that you're investing in yourself too. This sends a big message. And if you're in resistance, let it go. When I work with my clients, or before I take a client on, and if they have an issue with money or a problem, I help coach them into how they can pay for something. I won't take anyone on who is more worried about the money than the actual program, because they've got to be 100% certain that they want to do the program before I start to work with them on their money story and how they can pay for the program. Because I don't want someone who is going to be embarrassed or is going to have to drop out halfway through because they haven't thought through the money but I also don't want someone who is not committed. So I'll make sure that someone is 100% committed before we even have this money conversation. And another thing to do is to surround yourself with like-minded women who believe in collaboration and not competition, which is what we said earlier. There are a lot of coaches earning good money out there. And I think a lot of them have just let go of the resistance. They've transformed their money story and let go of the resistance. And consumers are savvy, you know. They know if you're investing in yourself or not. I don't think anyone would want to work with me if I wasn't investing to grow my expertise and what I can share with others. And what I can also say to others now is that I've worked with some of the top coaches in the world. I've worked with real leading edge strategies, and I can then bring that to my clients. And so they're not having to go and work with those top coaches, because I've already worked with them and trained with them, and I'm able to offer cutting edge strategies and coaching myself. I also wouldn't feel congruent to suggest that others invest in themselves if I wasn't myself. I've invested in business programs and high-end mentors, as well as business coach, and that's helped me really grow my business. It's beneficial to notice how we feel when thinking or working with money, because we can go from joy to terror and all the feelings in between, like apprehension, fear, worry, anxiety, sadness, uncertainty, or blame. But on the other end, when you've gone through that, is the excitement, the joy, the happiness, the eagerness, the optimism, the confidence, and the sheer reward of actually bringing in your own money. Another step into unlocking your coaching entrepreneur is to surround yourself with those who are like-minded and supportive. I think this is the key to a lot of success. If you're building a business online or off, or contemplating leaving the corporate world to become a coach, one of the easiest ways to ensure your success is by surrounding yourself with other like-minded people, especially other coaches, because they'll keep your vibration high. Because there are enough realistic voices in your life already. I remember the days when I was leaving the HR world, though my family just thought I was completely mad, giving up a good salary. And if I'd have listened to those, then I'd be back in HR, and I wouldn't have been true to myself. People don't walk your journey. They don't walk in your shoes. You have to walk in your shoes, and you have to make the decisions for yourself. But surrounding yourself with people who are also doing that and have got your back will really help. Because you do have enough realistic voices in your life, and you need to take power from the naysayers by bringing in more positive and encouraging voices. By connecting with other passionate and successful coaching entrepreneurs who have left the corporate world to successfully do their own thing, you'll find motivation, insight, and perhaps more importantly, you'll gain accountability from regularly telling people about your goals and aspirations, but just make sure they're the right ones. I credit connections with peers and mentors for much of my business success. Together with innovation and hard work, making relationships with other entrepreneurs has helped me refine my ideas, develop valuable partnerships, and get the word out about what I'm doing and find new opportunities, as well as it's also kept me from doing stupid time-wasting stuff, and even from giving up entirely on a couple of occasions. And it's more than a couple of occasions. It's lots of occasions when you feel like giving up. I believe in teamwork to make the dream work. And I love that cliche, or not, as the case may be, because it's absolutely vital. My team is God, the universe, coaches and mentors. And when you invest in yourself for your highest good, this helps bring your talents and gifts into the world in the purest form. Because you can't build a business and run your life on your own. Every successful person gets and needs help. Finding a team that will support, guide, and train you in order for you to activate at your highest capacity is essential to experiencing success. Investing in a team and in yourself is one of the best investments you'll ever make. So who is your team? Who would you like on your team? Here's a quote from Napoleon Hill. And if you've not heard of Napoleon Hill, seek him out and look at his book, Think and Grow Rich. It was a life changer for me. Deliberately seek the company of people who influence you to think and act on building the life you desire. That's what he said. So what does it feel like when you know you're on purpose, when you've faced your fears, when you've been true to yourself? Because your purpose is not a job, it's a way of living. Your work as a coach enables you to create the lifestyle that you want for yourself, and the lifestyle includes your work. You frequently stop and think to yourself, wait, am I really working now? That's what I was thinking this morning. You can hardly distinguish between work, play, and life because they're all intertwined in everything you do, and you are constantly pursuing your vision of amazing living. And number two, you're aligned with your core values. Your life's work as a coach is an extension of your beliefs and worldview. You live in integrity because what you do is in accordance with who you are. Every day you work to manifest and actualize the world you imagine by making it so, and you'll make the world more alive, more beautiful, and well. And you're willing to suffer for that. Passion comes from the word pati, P-A-T-I, which means to suffer. Your life's work is less about following a passion and more about your willingness to suffer along the way. The journey will be hugely challenging at times. You'll be exposed even to unexpected challenges and setbacks. And you may endure hardship, rejection, and sacrifice. You will endure rejection. Time and time again, you'll endure rejection. But the roadblocks will motivate you. In fact, you see the short-term pain and discomfort as tremendous opportunities for learning, growth, and depth. And they're vital to appreciating the beautiful and joyous moments of your life. And then fourthly, you experience wonderful flow. You naturally and often fall in flow, deeply immersed by your work and the present moment. At 3:15, you realise that 5 hours have gone by since you last looked at the clock. Or you look up and realise it's 1:30 in the morning. You just want to keep creating. Flow isn't something you have to force. It just happens. And the only thing that will keep you from it is when you actually fall asleep. And number 5, you allow yourself to live. Your work provides you the ability to live fully and enjoy life and express yourself. Though you feel captivated and enthralled by your work, you make room for healthy routines like fitness, connection, spontaneity, and fun. Make sure there's lots of fun in your life as a coach. These activities re-energize you and enable you to live a holistically fulfilling life as a coach. And you'll find that commitment to your coaching purpose feels as natural as breathing. So when you discover your life's work, the question of commitment is easy. There is no hesitation or analysing as to whether or not the work is right for you or the world is right for you. There is no doubt. Your heart says yes, your mind says yes, your body says yes. You cannot imagine spending your time dedicated to any other work. So be grateful for the gift in the garbage. Be grateful for those challenges in your life. They have come to show you what life could be like. And some people take those challenges and actually turn those into the business. So they've gone through a certain ordeal in their life, but they know they've gone through that for a reason. And that reason usually is to help others. So many coaches I know have turned adversity into a business. And that's what I mean by being grateful for the garbage, the gift of the garbage in your life. Because it is the challenge that you thought was the most horrendous thing you could ever possibly face. But then that challenge transformed into being learning for somebody else. I'd like to share with you a 4-week home study program that will deepen this work, but also help and align you to attract the right clients into your life, into your business. It's called Align and Attract, and there are 4 modules. And the first module is about finding your confidence so you can magnetically attract new clients and opportunities. And we go into a lot of depth about who you are, and you really get to know yourself. And in module 2, we discover mindset and authentic marketing strategies so you can get more ideal clients. In module 3, we will engage and connect with your tribe so you can grow your client base. Because having a tribe and having the right people for you to not just market to, but engage with and actually build a community is fabulous. I've got a great Smart Woman Academy community, and you are welcome to join that too at smartwomanacademy.co.uk, where you get a free ebook, which is Ignite Your Coaching Business, or you can email me at karen@smartwomanacademy.co.uk. And module 4 is enroll new clients and manage your coaching sessions with ease so you can grow your business effortlessly. This program comes with workbooks. So it's a very comprehensive program that when it was done live was over 4 weeks. You can take as long as you like, obviously, but I think you will find that it flows, so you'll just want to complete each module as quickly as you can. One of the ladies who did the course says that she found the Align and Attract workshop modules extremely enlightening. By exploring deeper and distant values, for example, it helped her to really streamline her thoughts, which resulted in feeling more purposeful and more able to actually succeed. The overall feeling was being more in tune with herself. There are also lots of sound advice on how to communicate and market what she was offering, and how to be visible as possible in the most appropriate circles. She said it was a very worthwhile program for any coach who wants to make the most of themselves and learn how to attract clients. So I'd like to offer you the program at only £97, and you get a bonus free 20-minute life purpose consultation with me too. The link is smartwomanacademy.co.uk/align-workshop, and you can book your program there, and I'll send you the link to book your 20-minute life purpose consultation and send you the modules too. Thank you for joining me today. This is automatically a replay, but I will send the replay by email as well. If you'd like to get in touch with me, I'm at smartwomanacademy.co.uk. Come and join my Facebook, Ignite Your Coaching Business. And I also have a Life Purpose Sanctuary as well on Facebook. Come and join both. Contact me at karen@smartwomanacademy.co.uk and join the Smart Woman Academy community. I wish you well in your journey as a coach. And if you would like to talk to me at all or have a free consultation, just get in touch. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now.